We're taking them out like a smack attack.
All right, guys, TheMotivManiac back. We are playing against Team Brunswick over here. We're playing against Danny. Come on over here. Now, this is going to be a 3-game series that we're about to bowl. TheMotivManiac, bowlersmart.com versus Team Brunswick, Freeway Pro-Shop. Ready, Danny? Here we go. All right, we flipped the coin. I got first. And this is a fresh league shot we've thrown. I threw 1 game, you threw 2 games. And he's a lefty and I'm a righty, so we're not messing up each other's oil. I am going to start off with the Jackal Ghost, guys. From my happy spot, 25. That's the way to start it. Told you, man, I'm doing that Nick Saban thing. You picked me going first. It's like when Nick Saban used to take the ball first, put the pressure on him at the beginning. See what ball Danny's going to pick. I was expecting him to go with that new Criterion. You will probably see Danny throw the Criterion, the Zigzag, the Mesmerize. Do you have the Mantra also?
No.
Okay. Let's see.
Sean has that.
Danny's just like me. He owns pretty much every ball that there is. I think he's got about, well, he's got more than I do. He's got about 50 balls. So, hey, there we go. Put the
So that
pressure
first
on
ball I threw is the Colombian Messenger 300. I'm standing 16 and I'm throwing about 8.
So you guys are going to actually get to see me really bowl right now. It's not a tournament, but me and Danny like to come up here every Sunday morning. We play for money, you know, 20 bucks, 50 bucks, something like that. Play a series. I figured we were going to see that Criterion.
So I shoot my right spares a little differently. The 6-pin, 9-pin, 10 pins. I'll grab a full reactive.
You shoot just like I do.
I
It's
hook
just
across the lanes at it.
You shoot just like I do. It's just reversed. I throw my strike balls on all my spare, on my 7 pins. What's he got? Oh, he's going with the Messenger 300. He's got a couple 300 games with that ball, guys. So I think that's probably like the Messenger 1200. He's probably got 3 or 4 300 games with that ball. That's a beautiful shot.
There it is.
As soon as you released it, they got about 6 feet. I said, all right, guys, that's a beautiful shot. All right. I'm going to stay with this Jackal Ghost. Jackal Ghost is probably one of the best, well, it is the best solid to start off with on a fresh league shot. See it, see it, see it. Ah, I knew that. Threw that ball so flat. All right, we're going to use the Evoke on these crazy spares like this. I should probably shoot the 3 since I had a strike in the first just to get the pins, but I'm going to try to pick this up instead. Get across there, get across there, get across there. Oh, we got 2 of them. All right. When you're bowling somebody like Danny, this is just like bowling Jason. You don't want to leave an open frame. Open frames will kill you. I released that last ball way too flat. My first throw on the right lane, so we'll see. There we go. That's a good shot.
There it is.
I got to dial in that right lane. I'll be all right. So what happens, guys, on these lanes, when you're closer to the door outside of the bowling alley, the right lane will always break down a little faster than your left lane. Where we're at right now. Beautiful shot, Danny. It'll, when you're in the colder weather and you're up north, the right lane's going to dry out more than the left lane. And it's not a lot, just a little bit, because it's closer to the door, it's closer to the cold air, the oil change is different. When you're down south, where I'm from, New Orleans, it's the total opposite, because the humidity rate is so high. A lot of people are going to struggle at Nationals this year in Baton Rouge that have never bowled in the South because of the humidity. The lanes are completely different. A lot of people are going to struggle with that humidity down there. Putting that pressure on me. That open frame may come back to kill me. I got to dial this right lane in, guys. That right lane is just that much different than the left lane. Just that much. All right. See if we can pick this up with the Evo. You guys know I hate this pair. They're tucked in behind one. That right lane is just that much different. Just enough to show you guys how the oil is. It's a nice, beautiful track, and then it's just going away, and then it's very small. When I throw it on the left lane, I get the track all the way around the ball.
That was a nice shot on that 2-8. Easy to chop. 3-9, 2-8, very easy to chop.
It's just that much difference. It's not even a full board different there, but the oil is just a slight. Let's see this ball and show them the oil from the right lane to the left. It's just that much different. You can see how heavy. Look how heavy the oil is. Beautiful track. Beautiful track all the way around. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way around the ball. Right lane's not doing that. You got to break. That's what I was talking about, the temperature, guys. The right lane has dried up further down. So you have that break in the oil somewhere in between the 35 foot and the 43 foot. Beautiful, Danny. Somewhere between the 35 foot and the 43 foot, the oil has changed. Now, him being left-handed, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but that's, what, 3 foot further away from this door. He's not getting as big of a break there. If you watch this right lane, the Ghost is doing what it's supposed to in the fronts. When it gets to the middle of the lane, it's catching, which is making it go a little bit over off of its line, and then it's hitting oil again. Just that little spot. It's probably a 4 or 5 inch spot that's missing. Oh, he went inside. I needed that little inside. He's whooping me right now, guys. He's at a 124 in the fifth. I'm at a 76. So we can catch this up. That open frame hurt me. If I can just, well, I got a strike left frame, open right. Strike left, spare right. Strike left. I'm doing good if I can figure this right lane out. So I'm gonna make a one board adjustment here. I'm gonna adjust to the right a little bit and try to get a little more speed. More speed. Get there, get there, get there. There we go. I had to move to the right one board and pick the speed up like a half mile an hour. And it got, that's a good double. And now I just go back to my normal throw in the left lane. Same speed that I've been doing. Staying around 15 miles an hour. 25, aiming between 10 and 15. Beautiful shot.
I think he might be on track now.
That helped me out. That caught me up a little bit. He's at a 137 in the 6 with a spare. I'm at a 126 in the 7 with three straight. It'd be nice if we could strike this. If we could strike this game out. Got a shot at beating Danny on the first game. That one came in a little high too.
It was coming up.
It was a beautiful shot. It's just a little high. We need Danny to miss. Yeah, he's marked every frame. First frame 9 spare, 6th frame 7 spare. That one he came in too close. He was too close to the middle on that 6th frame. What I'm hoping is his left lane is going to start messing up here for him. Danny's really good about making adjustments, though. You don't get as many 300 games and as many tournament first and second places without being able to. What did I do with my rag? There it is, on the floor. All right. One board right. Speed half mile faster on this lane. So instead of 25, I'm on 24 with my right foot. Instead of 15, I'm throwing 15 and a half. All right, got the 4-bagger. Coming into the 9. We can strike this out. We can strike out, we can beat him. We got a 177 with a strike in the 8th. I got a 156 with a strike, with 4 strikes going into the 9th here. I knew it. As soon as I left it, I was like, oh, I missed the dreaded 10 pin. I cannot leave the 9th open. If I leave the 9th open, it's over with, guys. Oh, it didn't catch. Ah, good game. You're going to get this first one. Man. 183 going into the 10th. Danny's got, yeah, he got me here. Good first game, though. Oh, he's outside. He's outside. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's a lefty. He's got to hit this perfect.
Let me explain something real quick, audience.
All right.
You never think you've won a game or take your opponent at his word, you've won the first one, until the last ball has rolled, because you just don't know what can happen. I just left a 3-7 split. It's the baby split. We're going to try and pick it up. Oh. And that's why you don't take anything for granted. Don't let your opponent get in your head, and stay focused.
You know, that happened in the last tournament we were both in. The last tournament we were in, me and Danny were running first and second, and we shot so high in the first and second game, so high, that I was bragging, saying, oh, I'm just going to take it easy. I don't have to do anything in this game. I can just coast through to make it to the final day for the cash day. I threw one bad shot, then it turned into another bad shot, and I finished with a 113 and lost out of the tournament by 7 pins. Didn't make the final day of cashing. So
never take anything for granted. Stay focused and stay on your game.
that
Anything can happen.
that move right there that I did that day cost me a few $1,000s. I cashed for being in the semifinals, but I was taking it easy, and next thing you know is I'm out of there. I still can't beat you though. Danny can finish with a 233. Highest I can finish with is a 213. So it's a good first game though. But we're playing a series for the money. So as long as he doesn't get there you go. Close it out.
One more.
Way to close it out. You know, that 9 open I left, that's the only shot on that left lane that wasn't a strike. Every shot on the left lane I threw a strike. I had that, me and Jason were up here a few days ago. If I would have been in that lane, down there, the right lane, I would have had 2 perfect games. I threw 25 straight strikes in the right lane. But the left lane, I couldn't get them. All right, one more to the right still, guys. Till I can start moving this oil around more. Oh, I missed that. That was lucky. That was lucky. That is all that ball and nothing about the bowler. That Jago Ghost is so strong that you can miss and get a Brooklyn with it. I'd say about 90% of the time, as long as you can clip the head pin. There we go. 201. See if we can close this out. .203, 233, 203. That is not a bad first game, guys. Me and Danny are going to take a 5-minute break here, and we will be back for game 2. We'll piece in game 2 at the end of this one. So, Team Brunswick for the win that time.
Guys, I am going to do something a little different. I do have quite the arsenal, so I am going to change balls. If you're ever in a match, league play or something, I do not advise this. You do this. If you have a ball that you're striking well with and you're hitting the pocket with, stay with that ball. But because I have a different arsenal, I'm going to throw a different ball in all 3 games, give you all a different look at how a lefty will throw the left side. So that one there was actually a pro. It's the Columbia 300 Messenger. I'm standing 16. I'm throwing straight up 8 with it. And I'll think about what I want to throw. The next one will be a solid, and we'll see how that one works, okay?
Tell you guys, Danny does this a lot. Sundays is Danny's major practice day. He will come in here. He may come in and bowl for an hour. He may be here for 5 hours. He will throw hybrids, multiple pearls, multiple solids. And he'll do this all day to figure out what ball is fitting best for him on that fresh league shot. And then when he goes into league, it's all over for the other guys that don't practice. There's still 7 games on here. He's already bowled 4 or 5. So anyway, we will piece this in, guys.
All right, welcome back. So I told you the first game I was throwing my Columbia 300 Messenger. So today, on my second game, I'm going to try and throw this zigzag radical, which is a solid. We're going to stand 21. We're going to try to hit right around 10, 11 board with it. We're going to try and hit the break point at the 7 or 8 board.
And that ball, you guys saw me throw that. You guys saw Danny throw that last time. That ball is way stronger than what the numbers say it should be. I think that one comes out at the end of this week, 4 or 5 days from now.
Next week, yeah.
Next week. You can order that one, pre-order it from the FreewayProShop.com website or from bowlersmart.com. Go to the TheMotivManiac.com website, hit their logo, take you straight there. You get the cheapest price you can possibly get from it. And I'm going to make a change here. I'm going to try something. I'm going to go with the gym. I'm going to throw the first frame, see how it reacts. If it doesn't react, then I'm going to switch balls. I think the gym may be perfect for this right lane. Not sure about the left lane. As you guys know, I threw all strikes on the left lane in game 1. So I want to see how this reacts. All right, Danny's up first this game. Hey, you're bowling too slow. That zigzag is so strong. That's a good shot. You can see how strong that zigzag has a wicked back end. All right, so Danny's going with a ball that has a strong back end. I'm going with a ball that reads way earlier. As I said, I'm going to go to my happy spot since I did have to move boards with the ghost in this lane. So I'm going to stay in my happy spot, 25 and between 10 and 15 here. Left that 10 pin. That's all right. That's a speed adjustment. That's a speed adjustment. Definitely don't want to leave any open flames this game, guys, because Danny is dialed in today. I missed it. All right. I just told him I don't want to leave any open frames, and I guess if I'm going to leave an open one, I'd rather it be the first frame. All right. Told you guys I'm going to throw one frame with this. If I don't feel comfortable in those lanes, well, we'll be making a ball change. You guys can see with that gym, I'm playing it a little tighter. Instead of getting way outside, I'm trying to play that a lot tighter. Oh. Riley comes up, so I got to step up my game. What do you mean? Look at that split. Oh, he's a lefty, though. He's got that. He's got that. He's a lefty. Oh, no. Wow. Oh, wow. I did not expect that. Sorry if you guys hear me swallowing. It's not swallowing my pride. Hopefully I don't swallow my pride. I'd like to, definitely need to win this game going in at the end of this series. I'm having about 30 pins. I was expecting a left and him to pick that up. It's crazy to watch that ball, how much longer it is. For it to be a solid and be that long. Mm-hmm. It's long. That is like long like my my 3.0 Platinum Pearl.
That's
like
a long solid.
It gets like an extra 2 feet, 3 feet down the lane. All right, we're going to try this gym one more time on this right lane. I'm not dialing in with that gem right there, guys. The Evoke is a perfect ball for this spare, though. I can get enough speed on it with my rev to pick this one up nice. Oh, no, it's in the gutter. If you were up there listening to me, as soon as I threw it, I said, no, if you were, as soon as I released it, I said, it's in the gutter. Oh, you do? As soon as I released it. All right, guys. I got to dial in on that right lane. You guys see that right lane is killing me. I feel great about this left lane. I cannot dial that right lane in to save my life or to save my money out of my wallet.
Guys, let me explain something, okay? I know we got a couple of open frames here. Game's not over. We're only in the 4th frame, okay? A lot of bowling left to be done. And like I said, anything can happen, okay? So whatever you do, if you need to do a ball change, if you need to gear up, gear down, watch what your ball does down the lane. It's very important. That's how you get your read, okay? So make sure you stay focused. I know we're talking a lot, but to win, you have to stay focused. Concentrate on your game, okay?
Well, I know you've done the same thing. You've had 3 or 4 horrible frames at the beginning and then strike out all the way through from the fourth across. Bowling is a sport that you can never give up on. There it is. I love watching that ball, man. That ball doesn't catch until almost at the end of the gutter.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
I'm hitting about, so I said I was going to try and roll about the 7 or 8 board. I'm actually hitting about the 5 and 6 board with it. So a little bit further out, another board or 2, but we're doing okay with it.
Zoom in on this. Zoom in on this ball. Go all the way down almost to the pins and watch where it breaks. Going, broke. That is one of the longest solids I've ever seen. And I think it has a .42 differential. Zigzag, undersold, overperformed with this ball. You got it. All right, let's see if I can dial this right lane in.
Guys, that zigzag radical is a good ball. It's a nice, strong, solid. Good ball to have in your bag.
So I'm going to do something that I don't recommend a lot of times. I'm going to throw 2 different balls. I'm going to throw the Evoke on the right lane and the Gem on the left lane. It's kind of where I'm at right now, guys. I can't get this right lane. That spot of oil, that missing spot of oil, it's only 2 inches, 3 inches, but that missing spot of oil on that right lane on my outside is killing me. Yeah, I got to throw a different ball over there, man. I can't throw the same ball on both lanes.
That is a rare thing that you'll see bowlers do, especially on a house shot, is throw 2 different balls. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do. I'm just saying it's a rare thing, okay? And sometimes that does happen where you need to throw a stronger ball on one lane and a weaker ball on the other.
Sometimes you have to. The right lane is so far different than the left lane. that I'm having to go down from my strong and smooth balls, my ghost in my gym, to my medium and smooth. Throw my hand up.
We just got a lot of drive on that one. We left the stone cold 8-pin.
If he misses this, he owes me a shot of cherry Pepsi. I don't drink alcohol, guys, so not anything against people that drink alcohol. I just don't like it. My only vice is bowling too much. Nice. If you were sitting back where I was, that ball looked like it was going straight to the gutter at the 7-pin. And the last, like, 12 feet. Let's see. So Danny's at a 104 in the 6th. I'm at a 85. Got a strike there, though, so. Oh, now that's a toughie.
Woo, we just got inside our mark by almost 7 boards.
See, now that's the kind of split I could pick up. That is almost impossible for a lefty. He's going to have to try to get a messenger off of this. See if he can kick it against the right wall. It's his only shot. He might get it. He might get it. All right. All right, here we go, guys. So like I said, my strong and smooth, Jim and Ghost, both were overhooking. I don't want to make a move with my feet. I don't want to change up my lines. I like it to where I don't have to change from lane to lane. So I'm going to stay on the same line on both lanes. Just throw a weaker ball in the right lane. I threw that exactly like the gym. It's just a step down, a little weaker ball, and it was perfect. And then, so that was on my same line, 25 aiming between 10 and 15. So then I come to the left lane now with my strong and smooth, 25 aiming between 10 and 15. Missed my mark by 2 boards. That's all right. That's all right. As long as we pick up the spares. Danny left that split. I'm ahead of him in the 7th right now. Don't you love this sport? This and golf. You can play a beautiful game and then the next game you just fall off. Let's see. I got a 133. I got 123 in the 7th. And he has a 120 in the 7th. I need to try to make up these 30 pins though, so I need to close out this 9th and 10th frame strong. That's a good shot. Oh man.
We got a helicopter pin and we didn't get the 10.
The helicopter did not get there. That's one of those, it was a bad shot and missed it, but it should have still got that 10 pin. So I tell people, it is the reason it's so rare that you get these 300s is because every shot can be perfect and you still got to have a little luck and hope the pins work with you. I've gone 11 straight strikes, 12th when I threw it. Beautiful shot, perfect shot, speed same, line same, hit the pocket the same, and the 10 pin wobbled back and forth like it was waving at me. I say it gave me the middle finger instead of waving. Yeah, we're all right though. We're all right. I'm having to throw 2 different balls on 2 different lanes. My My right lane is screwed up. My left lane is fine. I really didn't need to split in the ninth. All right, we can get this. We can get this. We're gonna throw this back up, guys. Throw this back up with a very strong, the Alpha Jackal. Okay,
Ball 24.
I had a spare in the ace, so it wasn't really that big of a deal there. I was trying to throw back up just because if I could have caught that one board and kicked it, I would have been all right. Oh, not the one board, the last board, sorry. I would have been able to catch 40. I could have kicked him.
Riley.
Kick that 2-pin over and get the 10. Yeah, that split hurt us. Yeah, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Danny had a 150 in the ninth with a strike. Had a 147. He's just open it up. So hopefully this third game, guys, I'm gonna
nice shot.
Really dial in. Put up a 280, 290 on it. Definitely gonna have to. We're gonna throw this. You know what? We've already messed up this game. We already lost it. So we'll see how this Evo reacts over here on the left lane now. Give me that ball right there. It's the last shot. I can get a feel of how it's going to react. So I'm going with my Pearl this time. A Black Widow 3.0 Platinum for my same line. See if I can get a little more length out of this. Too strong. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if it was too strong. Oh. Fell all the way down to a 163, guys. Lost 40 pins off my game. Danny closes out. He got me 33 the first game. He's going to end up getting me probably about 40 this game, maybe even more. Yeah. I'm going to need a 270 or higher next game. So we are really put myself in a hole with those splits. Good shot. Close it out, Danny. So he can get with a 180. 10. He's gonna have me by 70 or 80 pins, depending on what he does on these last two throws. Let's see how he could finish out with a 200, gets him 37. 37 on top of 33 is gonna be 70 pins. I really have a feeling he's gonna strike out right here.
That one came in a little loud. I got it after just about 4 or 5 board. Got away with one.
But again, that ball's so strong, you have miss room on the left and right with it.
A little bit, yeah.
You have about a board and a half, maybe 2 boards each direction, left and right. And that ball will still get to the pocket. You guys watch that zigzag video. It is it's like a magnet. Look at that. He missed it again. He missed outside that time. Good game. All right, game 2, he got me about 37. First game, he got me about 33, so 70 pins. So I'm going to need a 275 or higher. But he's got me 70. Yeah, I'm gonna need a strong game, and you have a weak game. You need another game like that, and I need a 270. It can happen.
All right, guys. Anything can happen in bowling. Absolutely. Just to say, a couple of years ago, I was in a tournament. I was rolling pretty well through a 236, and everybody said they wouldn't have believed it if they hadn't have seen it. I wouldn't have either. I threw a 94 because I split 9 of 10 frames. So anything can happen in this sport. Absolutely, it can happen. So if you're struggling through a game, absolutely try everything you have until you find the right ball. There is a thing called a wrong ball. And until you find that right one, keep practicing and keep throwing everything in your arsenal. You got to practice with it, okay?
And I was just telling them about that tournament that day. It was. We were so far ahead of everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I gave up. I was like, hey, I can just coast right into making the cash. And once you throw the one bad ball, then another bad ball, and it snowballs. I think I had 4 or 5 splits that game and finished with a 113. And me and Danny he threw like a 285. I did like a 279. We were 1 and 2, and we were ahead by 100 pins to 3rd place. And I blew it. So, game 3, I'm going to need pretty much a perfect game here. I'm going to have to take a few-minute break here and figure out what ball I'm going to throw. Brought a couple more. I think I know what I'm going to go do. I think I'm going to go with the Optimum Idle Pearl. I want a little bit longer. The 3.0 Platinum Pearl is too strong. We figured that out on the last throw on the 10th. So I'm going to go from that strong and sharp ball. I'm going to go to the medium and sharp. We'll be back with game 3, guys. All right, ballers, we're back for game 3. Danny has me by 70 pins going into game 3. Threw a test shot. Last throw of the 10th frame, the Hammer 3.0 Platinum was too strong of a pearl. I got to make up that 70 pins, so I'm going to go down to my medium and sharp ball, going with the Roto Grip Optimum Idle Pearl. Pepto-Biz ball. My high game with this ball is, I think, a 274 or 275. And it was in a game 3 tournament in New Orleans. So let's see what we got. And Danny's throwing the Hammer Vibe. You guys know how much me and Jason Manzanares talk about the Vibe. It's one of the most aggressive hybrids I've ever seen. Danny can actually put up a little speed on this ball too. So, all right, I'm going to go to my Happy Zone. Pepto-Biz ball. Please react how I'm expecting you to. I started the first frame with a split again. All right, so we're going to try back up again just for this split. If I can get it back up, it'll work. Well, that was bad.
All right, welcome back, guys. And he's right. I am going to throw the Vibe by Hammer. For me, it's a nice aggressive medium ball. I can throw it weak or I can throw it aggressive. Okay. The first game I told you I threw the Columbia 300 Messenger. That's a pearl. The second game I told you I threw the Zigzag by Radical. That's a perfect solid. Nice strong ball to have in your bag. My game 3, I am going to throw my Vibe Hammer. So I'll throw a pearl, I'll throw a solid. Now we're going to throw a hybrid. Let's see how she works.
And that is the best ball on the market for the money. That ball is $110. The Hammer Vibe, that ball is $110. Yep. With drilling, you're at $150, $160. That is the best ball on the market for the money. We shot a video a couple days ago. Yeah. Yep. Very late. And we started out with a strike, guys. We shot a video with
nice shot.
Jason Manzanares a week and a half ago. He threw a 300 with that ball. And in game 3, yeah.
So we do have a nice look in the pocket with this ball. It's clean, and it's coming in just like we want it. Right 1-2 pocket. First frame split again. Excuse Riley. Yeah, this is gonna be, I'm gonna get, if I don't pick up with this, I'm gonna get destroyed. I've switched down to like my very low pearl. Well, not my lowest pearl, but I want the length because of how the lanes are going. I want the length, but I don't want it too aggressive. That's too aggressive. Nope. Can't dial in, guys. Uh-oh. I took my Evoke off the lane. Can't do that. Gotta have the Evoke for these. Yeah, that's bad. That was bad, guys. All right, so we messed up the first 2 frames. I gotta get some speed out of this ball. Oh, I missed my mark bad. Missed my mark bad. Starting to snowball, guys. We're in the 3rd frame. It is snowballing. It is snowballing. One bad shot lead to 2 bad shots, and then it starts snowballing. So, got to get your mind right. It's as much of a mental game as it is a bowling. Sit down for a second. Do some Zen breathing. Have a feeling this game never counted out, but with that vibe, we're gonna see. I would not count out a 300 game with this ball. Another good shot. Good shot. This is the difference in a, like I said, a decent bowler on a good day myself, which I hope a lot of you guys are like me, normal bowlers, versus multiple tournament champion. Danny has cashed in the top 6 of probably the last 8 tournaments he's been in. There we go. Good shot. Thank you. He is also locked in. You guys see he's not talking much. That's when Danny is really dialed in. Get there. See it, see it, see it. Definitely making a ball change. That was not the right ball. Made a bad boo-boo. Yeah, made a bad mistake switching to the pearl. The lane is broke down so much. I'm going to bring out the ball that I hate, guys. Just because I hate a ball doesn't mean it may not be the perfect ball. Sub-Zero Forge. Too slow. This we got a split, an open, a spare, a open. Wow.
And another open. So you guys are getting to see it all live on video, how I can go from throwing a decent game, first game, to falling apart. It is snowballed, I'm in my head. Every throw I throw, I just don't feel right. Not blaming it on anything except for me. Another good shot.
Oh, woo, we got a little light with that one.
So I have a 51 in the 5th frame. Then he has a 114 as of right now. So at this point, oh no, man!
We just chopped the 7 off the 4, guys.
So at this point for me, I got to try to strike out 6 through 10. I'm having to make a ball change. Got way too outside.
Let me finish this.
Oh, I'm sorry, Danny. I jumped in. I jumped in and messed you up.
Woo! Guys, I think our ball speed's getting a little slow.
You know, at
A little
Colorado,
high on that one.
hey, at Colorado at FreewayBowl on Saturday night, you win $25 if you make that. We weren't recording last night. I actually picked up the big 4 last night for $50. Picked up a different split for $5. Oh! And I hit 2 strike balls last night for another $50. So last night wasn't bad. Cost me $20 to play, and ended up winning 137 total. All right. I got so far outside on that last throw, and I got no oil on the ball. Come on. Dial in. That's a good shot. Still too far outside. Guys, this is bad. All right, Danny, close it out. I got one other option here that I may just try to show you guys, since I definitely destroyed this game. There's no way. I got 78, he got 25. So at this point, I know there's no way I can cover the 70 pins. He would have to throw all gutter balls.
There we go. Got our ball speed picked back up where it's supposed to be, guys.
Yeah, that was a good shot. You were about a mile and a half faster that time. My last resort.
Ball for me is, I'm not a rev dominant person, more of a speed dominant a little bit. So my ball speed's right around 13, 13.5, just depending on what I'm throwing and where I'm throwing. Oh, come on. That one didn't even make sense. Not sure how it looked from his angle, but that looked perfect. That's where I say you got to get lucky too, guys, because that ball hit. That looked perfect from this angle where I'm standing. I'm standing over here far right, but good pickup. So I told you guys I have one last resort. I'm going to show you what it is. The lanes, obviously my rev rate is broken down the lane so much already. So I'm going to reverse this and show you guys something. I'm going to my Game 1 heavy oil, Crimson Jackal. I'm going to stay at my same spot, but I'm going to pick this speed up about 2 miles an hour. So I'm going to back up about 1.5 inches.
Good, how are you?
I'm going to try to get this length out of this ball. All right, backed up too much. Backed up too much. So move up. Needed to be back about 1/2 inch. That ball was about 17 miles an hour. So I like that. Like that reaction. Get there, get there, get there. Nice pickup. Nice pickup.
That was a nice shot. Nice shot.
So I liked the way the ball reacted on that right lane. So I'm only going to be about 1 inch back from my normal starting spot. That should get there. Both sides.
Okay, so guys, he just left a 1, 2, 4, 6, 10 and made that split. That was a nice split. Now he's got the 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. See how he does here.
Ah! Couldn't get it to catch on the one board. So we're at a 101 in the 9th, guys. How you like that? We are 100 pins off of our game. I'm 136 pins off my average. All right, close it out into 10.
All right, guys, what we have here is a 2, 4, 6, 10. What you want to do is you want to get your ball left of that 2 pin. That 2 pin has to take out the 6, 10. The ball will carry the 4.
He can get
Okay?
this.
See how we grab this thing.
You got to throw this almost like he's aiming at a 10 or a 7 pin for him. Get that hook right at the end. And that 2 pin can take out the 6 pin. Good, looks good, looks good. Oh, that looked good to the very end. So I'm going to continue to try this just to see what happens, because I really think this ball would work. Just not getting my aim spot. That might work right there. I'd like to get one more throw with that. We got a 110, guys. All right, I want one more throw with that crimson.
You guys can see it's a heavy oil ball, and you can see the track on this ball. It was the right move. It's just figuring out the reaction of the ball, which is, if I can hit my aim spot with the speed, I really think it gets to the pocket. That might get there. Cross over again. Couldn't get there. So we finished with a 120. All right. So 117 under the average, but that was good. It's the end of that game. Let's see. Danny finished with a 624. I didn't even break 500, a 486. So the highest I've ever beat Danny was by 73 pins. Danny just beat me by, what's that, 114, 138. 138 pins for the money. So we got some games on here. I'm probably going to throw one more. I'm going to throw it to Evoke just to have fun. Danny's probably going to bounce around, and I don't know what he's going to throw because I'm going to turn this camera just so you guys can see over here. Yeah, well, that was fun. You won the money.
That was fun.
Team Brunswick.
I want to give a great shout out to Josh Green, TheMotivManiac, for bowling with me today. I appreciate it. We had fun today. I showed y'all a little bit of different stuff about 3 balls. We threw a pearl, we threw a solid, and we threw a hybrid. So I appreciate Josh letting me bowl today. We had fun, great time. He's going to show y'all a little bit of my arsenal. Take nothing away from Motive, guys. They are great. Today it just happens to be that Team Brunswick won. So take nothing away from anybody. They're all great balls, okay? So back to Josh. Thank you very much, Josh. I appreciate it.
All right, yeah, man. And now I got to go pay this man. But I'm going to show the arsenal. I'm going to piece that in right here. And then we're just going to throw. I'm going to throw a cane, throw with the Evo, see what I can do. Thanks for watching, guys.
We're taking them out like a spectator.